Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon, and I do have a hobby. And my hobby is that I'm a rail enthusiast. Basically, I'm a trade spotter. And I also enjoy travelling to different places by train. I am not on YouTube to make myself famous. I do these shows for basically fun. And if my journey is going to plan or not, guess we're going to have to watch this show to find out. Welcome to Simon Trains Railway Journeys. Good morning everyone and welcome to day 3 of my Scotland trip. Today we are doing the rest of the Cathcart Circle stations, which is the 1886 built of the line, which is Pollokshields East, Queen's Park, Crosshill, Mount Florida. Now when I get to Mount Florida, I'm changing trains to take the Newton branch, calling all stations on the Newton branch, which I think is King's Park, Burnside, Kirk Hill, and there's another one which I can't remember. But we're doing all them stations today. As soon as I get to Kirk Hill, I'll go to Newton, then double back to Glasgow Central. And then I'm going to get to Edinburgh Haymarket from Glasgow, which is not going to be easy to be honest, because most of the line around the area is being closed off, so the only way getting to Edinburgh is by the line that the 314s take, the Bathgate line, the Airdrie line, the Bathgate line, that across there. Now I'm ready to leave. The time is 8:20. The only problem is though I don't know how to check out of this place, so I might have to ring up and see, because I have to ring up to get it to check in last night, so I'll ring up and check out. Other than that, this place ain't too bad to be honest for a night's stay. I have been in worse places, like a pub in East End in London. Mind you, that wasn't too bad either, but the breakfast wasn't good though. But yeah, so I'm ready now to head to Paisley Gilmore Street Station, so we can film the rest of the Cathcart Circle Newton branch, because I actually didn't say why. There's diverts. Pending on the Cathcart Circle? Yeah, right. Yeah, so all I had to do was put the key in the door lock and walk off, that's it. After ringing them up. Anyway, we are now headed towards Paisley Gilmore Street Station. We're actually walking through Paisley Town Centre, which for a Sunday is quiet. Well, it is a Sunday of course. They're not opened up yet because of some of the shops have a 10 o'clock trading law. I should know because I work at a supermarket. So they open at 10 in the morning and they close at 4. Some may open like early and late, but majority that's the law for Sunday. Like I know the co-ops open at 7 in the morning and close about 10 or something like that. But anyway, so we're headed to Paisley Gilmore Street Station, like I said. But there is some nice stuff on the way though, believe it or not. So there is some nice buildings. I might show you a few before I hit the station. terminating on the Neilston train. Even though I'm going to Newton, I'm going to take Neilston trains till Mount Florida, then swap over for Newton. We're on 324-110, which was hanging around on the Cathcart Circle on Friday. But yeah, unfortunately, it's got the unit I've got to take to Pollokshields East. We'll be leaving shortly in about 2 minutes. And then we're going to be doing all stations down towards Mount Florida on the Cathcart Circle to complete the stations of the Cathcart Circle Line, which was so back in February I was talking about with somebody. Pollokshields East station opened on the 1st of March 1886 by the Cathcart District Railway. The station was supposed to be named Albert Road. The station closed as a wartime economy measure between 1917 and 1919. Before the station, there's a junction called Murray House North Junction, where the lines to Pollokshields West and Barhead/East Kilbride leaves the eastern section of the Cathcart Circle, which trains passes next door to the station. Pollokshields East and the rest of the Cathcart Circle Line saw diesel multiple units from the summer 1958, and overhead electrification following in 1962. The original station building was badly damaged by a fire in April 1976 and was rebuilt in a contemporary style by British Rail. now at Pollokshields East on the Cathcart Circle. Honestly, I thought we were going to get any 314s today because of there's no full circle around the Cathcart. So it's basically Mount Florida to Newton and Neaston. But the Newton trains actually go to Motherwell, not Newton. And there's some on that side which go round, but they miss Cathcart. So from Cathcart to Langside, there's no full circular. While we're here, I'll explain quickly why we've got lines over here. Is because basically the other side of the Cathcart Circle by Pollokshields West branches off that way, and also your 156s which work the East Kilbride and Barhead trains, and I think some go to Kilmarnock, and a few trains to Stranraer go that way as well. But that's the reason why you see units on that side of the station. There's a video clip actually from day one which I filmed, which you can see one coming in from Pollokshields West.
Queen's Park Station was opened as part of the first section of the Cathcart District Railway on the 1st of March 1886, which opened as far as Mount Florida. The line to Cathcart opened on the 25th of May 1886 from Mount Florida. The station maintains its original island platform and station buildings to this day. From July to August 2008, the Cathcart Circle was closed for a short period to allow some repair work near Pollokshields East Station. The station is now protected as a Category B listed building, and in 2011 part of the station was converted to house Queen's Park's Railway Club.
Crosshill. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Crosshill Station opened on the 1st of March 1886 by the Cathcart District Railway. It also suffered the same fate as Pollokshields East Station. It closed as a wartime economy measure and closed in January 1917, but over 2 years later the station reopened. Like the other stations, it saw diesel multiple units for the summer of 1958 and overhead electrification following in 1962.
We're now at Crosshill Station, and after this we've got one more train coming, which is by train to my last station on the Cathcart Circle Line, which is Mount Florida. as soon as I do about Florida, then every station, okay, yes, it was done in 2 days, but every station of the Cathcart Circle has been filmed while we've been in Scotland. So it's at 12:30, the Eastern train. Once we get there, we're also actually going to have a bit less time at Mount Florida, because I think it's only like 50 minutes, 45 minutes, because I've got to get on a train to Newton, which is the Motherwell. So, but to be honest, the only thing I'm missing at Mount Florida is the train I would have caught an hour later when I get off to go the Cathcart way. So really haven't lost nothing. And after that we do trains between Newton and... No, we're doing trains between Kirk Hill and... You know, I have to have a look at a map here. Kings Park. So yeah, I had to look at a map there to find out where we go next after Mount Florida. Anyway, but when we get to Mount Florida as well, because you only notice in the video, well, you only notice that there's only one Pendanino going that way towards London. Now they start to pick up at Mount Florida, so we do get Pendanino. So basically we get a bit extra traffic on the other side, going to Glasgow. So it all works out.
We are now approaching Mount Florida. Change here for stations to Newton and stations to Glasgow Central by Maxwell Park. This is Mount Florida. This train is called Milston. The next stop...
Mount Florida Station is the last stop before the lines of the Cathcart Circle and the Newton line split. Mount Florida Station opened on the 1st of March 1886 as a temporary terminus for the route, as Cathcart Station wasn't completed in time for the opening. Cathcart Station opened 2 months later. Mount Florida saw through trains around the Circle Line from April 1894, when the full Circle Line was completed. The April 1894 section is featured in Part 1 of my Scotland trip. The Lanarkshire and Ayrshire Railway extensions from Neilston to Newton was added in 1904, which will focus on the Mount Florida to Newton section shortly, but these extensions allowed running from the eastern side of the circle towards Kirk Hill and onto the Caledonian Main Line towards Motherwell. This station is also close to Hampton Park, where Queen's Park Football Club plays their games, along with the Scotland national football team.
now just left Mount Florida, and that's all the Cathcart Circle station's done over 2 days. Like I said, as soon as you got to Cathcart, there was no loop to take you to Langside. But we are about to branch off the line in a minute. Right, in fact, we're just doing it now. So that takes you to Cathcart, those 2 lines right there. As you can see, that's that bridge there. The line from Railway's Cathcart station, which you saw on the first day. Oh, these 2 here, sorry. Join up here.
We are now approaching Kings Park. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Well, that was quick. We're just now approaching Kings Park Station. I think this one's an island platform. One was an island platform, the rest aren't. Yeah, this is an island platform. So we're just about to get off Kings Park, and now we're going to do all stations up to Newton. We're not doing Newton itself, because I'll use that as a turn back to get back to Glasgow. But yeah, that's it really. So now we're going to start with these stations because of diverts with the Pendolinos, the Transpennine units, and maybe the old Voyager. I wouldn't mind a freight train down here today, but I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. So we're just about to come off now.
We now move on to the Newton branch of the Cathcart Circle Line. We start at Kings Park Station, which opened on the 10th of September 1928 by the London Midland and Scottish Railway, even though the line has been here a lot longer. The up platform heading towards Kirk Hill is signalled for bi-directional running to enable up trains to depart on the down direction, but nowadays trains only depart the wrong way from this platform during times of disruption. At the time of electrification, there was also an up loop used for stabling football specials serving events at nearby Hampden Park Football Stadium, but during the mid-1970s the loop was lifted.
Now, the next train to arrive at Kings Park is a Lanark to Glasgow Central train. Now, these are also diverted, but these are going by Maxwell Park on the other half of the Cathcart Circle. But I'm not really bothered on there because A, I did those stations on Friday, and B, it's only just the ScotRail units that are going that way, which is just Dusty Bins and 318s. In fact, it's coming in now.
are now approaching Croftfoot. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train. Croftfoot. This train is for Motherwell. Next stop.
Croftfoot station lies directly on the city of Glasgow and the Lanarkshire boundary, with the west part of the station in Glasgow and the eastern part being in South Lanarkshire. Even though it had a line running through, Croftfoot didn't get its station until the 1st of January 1931 and was owned by the London, Midland and Scottish Railway. During weekdays, between Kings Park and Newton, there are 2 trains an hour heading towards Newton from Glasgow, but 1 train an hour to Glasgow Central by Mount Florida and 1 train an hour to Glasgow Central by Maxwell Park, which both start at Newton. Burnside station was opened on the 1st of August 1904 by the Lanarkshire and Ayrshire Railway, but was taken over by the Caledonian Railway, and then the London Midland and Scottish Railway and British Railways. The station is accessed by one of two bridges, and as a result of no disabled access to the trains from the bridge. A single waiting room serves both platforms with a ticket office opened on Monday to Saturdays.
We're now going to be pulling a blinder here because, to be honest, I'm sick and tired of catching Motherwell services. Well, services Glasgow, Motherwell, because they seem to be the same units now. Because there's a train that leaves here at 15:58 to my next station, Kirk Hill. But then, if I waited here after that one left, it wouldn't be one train I'd be waiting for. So I'm going to get this Narcall train to Kirk Hill, have an hour from that train to the next train, and get to Newton earlier, to get back to Glasgow earlier. Okay, yes, I've only had half an hour here, but it's better than out.
We are now approaching Kirk Hill. Please mind the gap with lighting. Thank you. Kirk Hill.
Kirk Hill Station is the last stop before reaching Newton. It opened as part of the Lanarkshire and Ayrshire Railway on the 1st of August 1904 and was the final station to open on the line before it was absorbed into London, Midland and Scottish Railway. Kings Park and Croftfoot opened after the grouping of the Big Four. The station was provided with a Swiss chalet-style building on the tunnel above the station, but was demolished in the late 1990s.
We're at Kirk Hill station, which is our last station of the day. We were actually going to be filming. Then we were going to get to Newton to change trains onto a train back to Glasgow. Then head up to Partick to get a train to, I think, from Edinburgh to Edinburgh. But it's not going to be our last station of the day we're going to be filming now, because I've got an idea. Now, since we had half an hour at Burnside, came here half an hour earlier, leaving here half an hour earlier, I get to Newton, the train at Newton at 17:20. Gets me back to Glasgow Central for about 17:35. So 15 minutes. Goes by Cathcart, which is what we filmed this morning. Same stations. Now if I get a train over to Partick early enough, I can get Partick out of the way before I go over to Edinburgh, because Partick is the end of the Central Scotland Rover Ticket. So I can do half an hour at Partick, then straight over. So even though we lost 3 stations yesterday, we gained it by Camlon. Now we're going to gain it by Partick. And I need to figure out one more station, but I don't think there will be one more station, to be honest. But anyhow, just wait for our train. the streets of Glasgow. We're going to go to the Queen Street station to catch my train, well, an earlier train actually, to Edinburgh Park, which is where I'm going to have something to eat. Then after Edinburgh Park, I'll be going to Haymarket.
Please mind the gap when alighting from this train. The next stop is Partick. Approaching Bathgate. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train. It is for Edinburgh Waverley. The next stop is Livingston North.
We're now at Edinburgh Park again. Now this time it's no filming trains here because I've already done that on day 2. What we're doing this time is we're actually getting off here so I could go and get something to eat for a KFC which is just across the road over there, come back and get a train into Haymarket. So really I've just got off here for a dinner break or a supper break or a tea break or whatever you want to call it break. I call it KFC break. They are already running the Helensburghs to Edinburghs here today. There's no trains by Falkirk Grainston because they're all it's a replaced with bus. Say by if you go by the Lithgow, even though they don't stop here, it's by bus. But shall we get the lift? Yeah, let's get the lift. First of all. So we are going to, like I said, here for a lunch break, and then get the next available train to Haymarket, stay there overnight, so I can get the Fife done. But we are going to be Haymarket for 2 nights. I'll explain that later. But so really the only rail link from Glasgow to Edinburgh today was by Bathgate. All the rest, you've got to get a replacement bus. Anyway, we're going to have a look at that view quick, then go to KFC. After a bite to eat at KFC and to get some Krispy Kremes, donuts, I thought, yeah, I bet I could get a train at 8:20, get to Haymarket, get to the, hotel earlier. No, because after, before 8 o'clock they go hourly now, so I've got to wait till 20:49 for a train.
The next train at platform 2 will be the 2019 service to Bathgate, calling at Uphall, Livingston North and
You know what?
Bathgate.
No, good idea. Yeah, so I had a plan. Well, just thought of it as soon as last time I spoke. So instead of waiting for the train at Edinburgh Park to get this train, I've actually come to Livingston North. It's only an 8-minute connection now, so I've killed some time. They go over the other side quick then. We're now in a hub premiering, and believe it or not, this is the size of the room. It will do though for a couple of days because it was cheap. I got this for about £66 I think. Anyway, has been a good day on the Cathcart Circle with diverts. Did all 4 stations. Mount Florida though, I didn't like it. It was no announcements and all that. But anyway, it's done. So it's done. Then we went up to Kirk Hill. Kirk Hill actually I don't like as well, even though I thought it was good, because there's no announcements again at Kirk Hill. There's announcements at the rest of the stations, but not Kirk Hill. Changed at Newton, went back to Glasgow. Thought I'd be clever, walking up early to Queen Street to get a train towards Edinburgh so I can get something to eat at Edinburgh Park, and then realised when I got back there wasn't a train for another half an hour because it was only hourly after 8:15. So I tried the tram, thought it was a good idea. Ticket was £1.70, which was good if you only had change. And all my changes, believe it or not, This table slides. Didn't know that. 20, 40, hang on. Oh, sorry, I'll put the camera on it. Yeah, that's not going to give me a tram ticket, is it? So once again, the Edinburgh trams are screwed with me. Because if you remember the first time I tried it, I actually paid £10 for a ticket. Because I bought the tram route ticket. I did do that mistake again. No. Anyway, so I went up to go to Livingston North to kill some time and then went back to Haymarket. So this is done now. And tomorrow's plan's going to be on the Fife Circle. I've literally got a load of stations planned, but I think there's about 14 in total. But we're going to start off with Preston Pans, then Musselburgh, then back into Edinburgh. And then I'm going to do Edinburgh Gateway, which is a new station in Scotland. Basically, we'll do all stations between South Gyle and I think it's Markinch, apart from Aberdour, because I did like Aberdour. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice station, but there's no announcements, and it was the worst one out of the lot, I think. If I'm wrong, then just comment on me, see if you think there's a worse station than the 5 that has no announcements. So that's it, really. So you can subscribe to me at Siren Trains Rail Journeys on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Siren Trains. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you for day 4 of Scotland on the Fife.